a good morning. Oh, I didn't put up the game. Nailed it. Nailed it. You can't even see the game. Hold on, let's see. I might just replace this window. There we go. Hi. Happy Monday, friends. How are we doing? I hope everybody's week's off to a good start. Shall we hydrate together to get things going here? We got Matt in the house. Sorry to disappoint, Matt. This is not Life is Strange. This is Blueprints, which I've been hooked on for a couple weeks now. Kong bought it for the PlayStation, and him and I were playing it a lot. And then I ended up getting it for myself. Well, he got it for me. So I could play my own file on my laptop while he was playing on the PlayStation because we were both hooked on it. And now I want to start a new file. So, for stream. So we're starting a new game today. It's one of those games where you basically inherit something. And we're just gonna explore this together. We've also got Kita in the house. Hello, Kita, with the 45 stream streak. Is that what that says? Oh my gosh, Kita. That's not the number I was expecting when I looked at that. That is so many streams. Thank you so very much for being here. I really, really do appreciate it. 45. How's everybody doing? If you want to let me know how your week's starting out, feel free to let me know. Okay. It's always weird playing something new on stream. So we'll start a new game. There's a little cutscene at the beginning that I believe. Yeah, there's definitely a little cutscene at the beginning. And hopefully that'll tell us what the game is about. Like I said, I've been playing this on my own. I have it on the save file where I'm like 35 days into the game. Hope you have a notepad ready. Hi Zeri, how are you? I've been playing this on my own. I want to start a new save file for stream. But yeah, I've been taking, if you looked at my screenshots on my phone right now, pictures on my phone of the computer screen, and then a notepad with a whole bunch of stuff in it. So I've been playing this. I know I need to write everything down. It's one of those games where it's you got to get all the clues and you got to put all the things together, and you'll all see. Like I said, I'm like 30 something days into the game on a different file, but we're starting a brand new one today. We're gonna do this together. There'll be parts where I may ask for chat's like input on things. We're doing this one together, folks. We're doing this one together. My chair is a little higher than it used to be. There we go. That's more comfortable. New game. Yeah, maybe I should get like a notepad. We could physically write this one down, right? Oh, we dropping? My turn. Do I have a notepad over here? Sticky notes. I know I have a notepad. This one shall do. This one shall be our notepad today. So have you played this, Zeri? Did you beat the game? My chair's rolling away. Also, we do have both the kitties in the room with us. They are on the couch. There's the boys, if you were wondering. There they are. Both of them just chilling on the couch outside of the camera range. Does that show if I switch back here? You can kind of see them. We'll leave the camera that way. Might be better to do that. Has anybody else played this? completed the main story, but there's a lot of side stuff I didn't get to. Would the main story be getting to the 46th room? Because I did that. But it turned out to be way more to it than I expected. So we're gonna, I'm sure there'll be new stuff I'll discover this playthrough. All right, friends, shall we? Let me know if the volume's too loud or anything. There is a singular volume slider in the game. It's just game volume. I'm like, I can't control any aspects of it, like the music, like the background atmospheric music, no. So it's just game sounds today, no background music. And the sound of me stirring my coffee. I haven't played this with headphones on. I wonder if it sounds any different. Hello, sir.
I, Herbert S. Sinclair of the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, do publish and declare this instrument my last will and testament, and hereby revoke all wills and codicils heretofore made by me. I give and bequeath to my grandnephew, Simon P. Jones,
that's me. I'm Simon.
My dear niece, Mary
You're
Matthew,
Simon?
all of my right, title, and interest in, and to the house and land which
on to your last step. Oh my gosh, that is like, that's wild.
The above provision and bequest is
it goes way further than that.
My aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the 46th room of my 45-room estate. The location of the room has been kept a secret from all the staff and servants of the manor, but I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner.
I think I could do anything in a timely manner.
Fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery to the executors of my will, then this gift shall lapse. In witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993.
1993.
Sinclair.
So yeah, classic game involving inheritance. That's why we're here. Our uncle bequeathed unto us the Mount Holly estate. There's us. That's us. We're Simon. So I'm gonna try to treat this like a completely, just pretend I don't know stuff that I've learned in my own playthrough, however effective that may be. I want this to unfold kind of naturally, but like I said, I'm open to chat helping with this, so feel free to chime in. Let's go. Open only in the event of my death. Simon, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your many visits here as a young boy, and I hope these rooms provide you with as much amusement as it did in those lost summer days. By the time you read this, I will assume you are fully aware of my last wishes and all the details of the bequest. Please do not mistake my intentions in giving you this challenge as a lack of confidence. I assure you, nothing could have been further from my mind when I chose you as my heir. With that said, there are a few ground rules of this commission covered in the fine print of my will that I feel I should bring to your attention. No tools or items may be brought into the estate from the outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. You may not stay overnight. I don't suspect that any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself, but it is very important to me that you start fresh each morning and not rely on the successes of the previous day. One final word of advice: do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, "Don't go where the path leads. Abandon the path and go where you want it to lead. With all my love and wishes, best of luck, Herbert S. Sinclair." All right, so grab our map. The Mount Holly blueprint. This will serve as a useful map and inventory log during your adventure. You may access it by pressing tab. Here we are. So this is the Mount Holly estate. We're here in the entrance hall. There's 3 doors that lead off of this. And let's begin day 1. What lies to the right? So, basically, we build the house each day by selecting which room is drafted beyond each door that we click on. Hello, Ron. Welcome in. How are you? I hope you're having a good Monday. We're playing something different today. We're playing Blueprints. I've really been enjoying playing this on my own time, and I thought it would be fun to have a stream playthrough as well, where maybe chat can help us build the house. It is fun. It's like a mystery kind of puzzly game, and it's right up my alley. Kong got it for us on the PlayStation, and we were kind of playing it together, like taking turns each day. Pick all the dead ends? Maybe not, Zeri. Maybe not. Okay, so like here, we have 3 rooms to choose from. Each room tends to have its own little thing. Like the closet contains 2 items. The bedroom, when you walk through it, you get steps. We start with 50 steps. Each time we walk into a room, we lose a step. You could poll, or yeah, we could poll. Though I hope Zeri's not going to just troll us the whole time. So like for this one, where we are, if we hit tab, we can see where we are. We're here at the entrance hall. This, I will tell you, is 5 wide. There's room for 2 here and 2 here. So 5 across, and it goes upward from here. We want to move forward, ultimately. 50 steps a day, what a lazy person. Yeah, it only counts steps when you go into rooms, though. You can have as many steps inside as you want. Inside the room. So, I'm gonna take the initiative here and pick the hallway for the first one, just so things open up a little bit more for us. Because, see, the hallway has 3 doors, and also the room orientates itself. Like, you don't have any control over which way the room's facing. So, right now, the hallway gives us 2 additional doors to go into. So I'm going to click that. And here we have a hallway. And now on the blueprint of the estate, you see hallway. All right, there's a note here that says doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. So this would be the west side of Mount Holly, I guess, because following northeast. Wait, no, this is the east side. Northeast, southwest. So west, things over here. That note's telling us that doors are more likely to be locked on the west side. So 2 doors. Which one do you think we should go through? First thing I see in chat, left or right? Those are not options. I said left or right. I should have known better than to think we could possibly do something cooperative. Would anybody like to pick left or right? Anybody? You want to go backwards? Ron, you want to waste a step and go backwards? Because we can. And Zeri said back as well. Why are the horses here? There's no horses. At least I haven't encountered any horses in the game myself. No horses. Walk indecisively between the two rooms until I just run out of steps and the day's over. What is this, real life? Me just pacing around the house not knowing what to do with myself? Left and right. Really? Purple. Purple is also not an option, Ron. Thank you. You know what? You said backwards. Fine. Fine. We will go backwards. You chose this. We'll go backwards. Okay. We're in the main entrance now. So we lost a step. Good work, guys. Now what? Left or forward? Left foot in, left foot out. Left foot in and shake it all about. You said left? Actually, I like the hallway better. Yeah. Ron says forward. We're going forward. Thank you, Ron. Alright, so we got 3 options here. We got the guest bedroom, which says it'll give us 10 steps. We have the nook that says it will give us a key, which I will tell you now, some of the doors will be locked, as we learned with that note in the hallway there. So we will eventually need keys if we're going to move forward. Or we have the lavatory, which doesn't say anything, and it appears to be a dead end. The bedroom and the lavatory are both dead ends. The nook would bring us to the west. So guess what? I'm not letting you guys pick this one. I'm just going to pick the nook, so we're going to have a key. You guys are just going to sit here and troll me and tell me to go back and forth and back and forth. Alright, we only have one door in here, so there's no choice. But let's look around the room a little bit. We got a picture of what appears to be a bride. A little shelf here, cute. Oh, what's this? A journey noteworthy. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. A pad, scrap of paper, or perhaps most fittingly, a journal will prove to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. Why is beside like italicized? I actually did not notice that. I wonder if that's italicized for a certain reason. Huh. Should we write that down? I'm writing that down. Because I've never noticed that was italicized. I don't even pick up this anymore. Ignoring mods. Yep. That's my job. Alright. But that's definitely different text than the rest. It's lowercase, too. That's got to be something. Okay. So, there's little things on the shelves. There's another picture here. There appears to be a jukebox, but nothing we can do with it. Alright, I think that's the extent of this room. This game gets you paranoid about small details. Everything that I've been quote-unquote paranoid about, Zeri, has turned out to be something so far. Like, everything's a clue. Alright, next door. Let's go. So we could have the corridor, we could have the lavatory, or we could have a closet. That'll give us 2 items. Why is that letter slightly smaller than the others? What does it mean, right? Right? No, that's the whole game. That's the whole game. You read a note. You want the stool cupboard map? You want the lavatory. Okay. You chose the lavatory. It's a bathroom. And if there's anything you want me to look closer at, or anything you think we should try, feel free to chime in. Like I said, this is going to be our playthrough, no matter how trolly you want to be about it. So we got 2 pictures on this wall. I've always wanted like one of those windy staircases in my house. Yep, it's a bathroom. We'll drop the kids off while we're here. Will, hello, Will. How are you, my friend? How's it going? Moody, you too. Moody, you too. Alright, I'm not seeing anything we can interact with. So shall we leave the room? Shall we head back toward the entryway? Bed warm, must resist. Oh, gosh. I'm jealous. I'm jealous. I wish I was still in bed. Alright, I'm gonna go back because I haven't seen anybody say anything to the contrary. There goes a step. And we're back in the entryway with now 44 steps. We didn't actually look around the entryway very much. There's a nice little grandfather clock here. There's this dapper fellow. There's this other fellow. There's a picture of a queen of diamonds. And an ace of spades. There's some pretty flowers. We already read that. Oh, there's a note over here. Did we read this one? Oh, this is where we learn about the steps. Search the estate. Searching this estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you will lose 1 step. Even, when you no longer have any steps left, you will be too tired to continue searching the manor and must call it a day. So none of the words on this note seem to be lowercase, huh? Nothing on this note seems different. But the one in the Nook definitely had a lowercase italicized word. That is not a command here, Will. Alright, we're going to click on this room. We got 3 options here. We can go for the bedroom, which is going to make this a dead end. Because see the door at the top over here? If you have this one, the door is pointing into the wall of the lavatory. So that's not going to be a door we can go through. There's also a closet, again, with 2 items. And there's a corridor that says that the corridor is always left unlocked. So the other door at the end of this will automatically be unlocked. I'm going to pick the corridor so that we don't just make a dead end and we can continue forward a little bit. Possibly. Let's see what we have in here. Well, this looks messy. We got some paintings waiting to be hung. There's praying hands, a hand with a crowbar. That appears to be it. We can see outside at the mountains. It should be. Now, what reason would I have for a command like that? Alright. So, here we can either go into the pantry that says it'll give us 4 coins. And that will allow us to continue forward and upward. There's a guest bedroom that'll give us 10 steps, but we have 43 steps. I don't think getting more steps is really a priority right now. And we have the storeroom that says it'll give us a key, a gem, and a coin. So we'd get 3 things here. But that would block off the left side of the blueprints here. And we wouldn't be able to move forward. So I think the best bet would be the pantry here so that we can continue putting more rooms ahead. Any objections? Any thoughts? Any input? Give people a few seconds if they have anything they want to add. And if not, we will move forward with the pantry. Bath time for Mulder, apparently. Oh, I can't turn the camera that way. No! No! Hold on. I got this. I'm just turning the tripod. Edie. No. All I've done is knock the thing off of the tripod. Kitty. Alright, we're going with the pantry. Nobody has said anything to the contrary. Okay. Pantry. Coffee grinder, paper towels, couple pictures, some sort of dish, what looks like sand dunes, little timer. All right, we got a note here. It says, Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we have just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. All right, first thing I noticed on this note, bridge. Bridge is lowercase on the note here. So this is the pantry. And bridge is italicized in Bridget. Lowercase and italicized. Everything else appears to be all caps. Oh, you know what? I also want to make a note of where on the blueprint this is located. So the nook is... How do we do this? 2C. And the pantry is currently 1A. Jules, welcome on in. How you doing? We're playing Blueprints today. I've been playing this on my own, so I have gotten relatively far into the game. I'm like 35 days into the game, I think. Somewhere around there. Have you played this? I've seen you playing this on Steam. Stop spying on me! It's like all I've been playing. I've been playing this like way more than Minecraft. But yeah, it's like a mystery kind of puzzle game, and we've just inherited, or we're working on inheriting, the Mount Holly estate from our uncle, Herbert S. Sinclair. The stipulation in his will is that we have to get to room 46 in his 45-room estate. We have to get to room 46, and then we get the estate. If we don't do that, we don't get the estate. I told chat that you all can chime in and help me build the house, help me get through the game. But some people want to make it impossible to move forward. So I reserve the right to veto. I love princes. Princes are cool. I prefer princesses. Lady Kira, welcome and Happy New Year. How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope everybody's having a wonderful Monday so far. But yeah, so there was a note in the Nook that told us to write things down. So that's exactly what I'm doing. I have a little notebook here. We don't have much written down. That's all. That's all we've gotten written down so far. Will it focus? Hello? Want to focus? That's it. Also, there's my handwriting. I don't know if I've ever shown my handwriting on stream. It's not great. That's it. There's 2 words that I noticed were lowercase and italicized on notes so far. So I wrote down where those words are and what the words were. Did you write down stool cupboard? No, I did not, Matt. Are you playing on Steam? Yes, this is through Steam. Gonna forge your signature now. My signature looks nothing like that. Nothing like that. All right, so yeah, if anybody has any input on how we proceed or anything we should write down, anything they want to try, if you've beaten the game, don't spoil it. I've been playing this on my own, but I want this to kind of be a natural way forward. I'm trying not to take any knowledge I have from my other playthrough into this. Faust, hello. How are you? It's good to see you. Not great. My handwriting is worthy of a medical professional. How sad is it that that is like a known thing? Apparently globally about medical professionals, that their handwriting is atrocious and illegible. Then you have a notes system built into the Steam overlay. I don't know what the Steam overlay is. What's the Steam overlay? Should I not just be handwriting stuff or taking screenshots on my cell phone? Because my method so far on my other playthrough has been just taking lots and lots of pictures of the computer screen and writing down stuff. Shift and tab. You're not gonna shut down my whole computer, right? What is this? That's not gonna... Wait. Hold on. I don't know what shows up on this. Okay. I just wanted to make sure there was nothing, like, personal on here. Just wanted to check. It doesn't look like there is. Notes. Oh yeah. Okay. All right. I'm just gonna stick to my handwriting stuff though. Cool. Alt F4. I'll try that next. Sorry. Thank you for the tip. I shouldn't press stuff like that. What if I just doxed myself? Handy dandy note system, and if you press F12, you can screenshot what you want. Oh, cool. Yeah, I think I'm great at screenshotting stuff. My screenshot folder, wherever it may be, in my phone, my laptop, the PC, always a treasure trove. Always a treasure trove. But yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with handwriting stuff. That's just how I want to move forward with it. Oh, there's an apple here, and we can see outside. It's like a little creek. And the apple gives us 2 steps. Plus screenshots, of course. Yes, there's some stuff I'm going to have to just screenshot. Alrighty, here we go. Next room. We've got 3 options here. There's a patio, except it says it requires a gem to draft this room, and we don't currently have any gems. So that's off the table. We can't do that. We also have a spare room, which looks like it'll take us forward one square. And we have the chapel. It says, whenever you enter chapel, lose 1 coin. Butterflies, hello, how are ya? Happy Monday. We're playing Blueprints today. Brand new save. I've been playing this on my own, but it's a brand new game. We're just kind of going into this together. Spare room? All right. Thank you, Lady Kira. Finally, somebody giving us actual options of things to do. All right. Doesn't seem to be very much going on in here. Just an empty room, from what I can tell. Howdy. Ron says, I made my redstone work. Oh, congratulations, Ron. I wasn't, like, active yesterday in any streams, really, but I saw that you were having some trouble with the redstone on marbles. I'm glad that you sorted it out. That's awesome. I can't wait to play. Ron's been putting so much effort and time and everything into his game over on Farlands, and I cannot wait to play it. I can't wait. It's gonna be so fun. I'm on day 63, I think. Oh, nice. I have I've been playing on my own for a couple weeks. I'm on day, I think, 34 or 35, somewhere in there. So, but we're starting fresh today. We're just on day 1 with this save, and it's kind of like a cooperative thing. If chat wants to cooperate instead of trolling the whole time, that is. But I've been having a lot of fun with this. This is really up my alley. Me and my partner have been playing saves, like, side by side. He's been playing, and I've been playing, and we've been, like, sharing notes and stuff. Yeah, I think we're both around, like, the 30-day mark. West Wing Hall? Not the one you want to go for? Okay. Here we go. Another hall. Oh, I didn't look. Were there pictures in there? I didn't look at them. Alright, we got a scrap of paper here. A staff notice from June 15th of 1983. Out of respect for the late Lady Clara Epson, the late Lady Clara Epson, the West Wing will be closed until further notice. While the floor plans associated with this wing have not been removed from the pool, We ask that staff members refrain from drafting them during this period of mourning. Likewise, any step. That's it. So, in 83, Lady Clara died. I don't know if there's anything else here. We got 2 pictures again. A bird and a boat. A bird and a boat. And we have 2 doors to choose from. Door 1, door 2. 1, 2. Which door shall we proceed through? Unless there's something else in this room that you think we should look at. Took me until day 58 to actually reach the antechamber. I don't know what day I did it. But it was like relatively early on. I was shocked that I did it. Absolutely shocked. But I did already get to the antechamber on my playthrough. What do you expect when streaming on Trollch? That's a terrible name. That's a terrible, terrible name. That is not the name of this platform. Or either platform that I'm currently streaming on. Butterfly says, I'm okay. Sore from a fall I took last night. Oh my gosh, are you okay? No broken bones or anything, right? I hope you're alright, butterflies. That's no fun. Hello, BV. Neither. Go through the wall and shout. Oh yeah. Okay, let's try it. Ready? Ready? Maybe we get a running start. 1, 2, 3. Ow. It didn't work. BB, it didn't work. Worth a shot, though. Would anybody like to actually choose door 1 or door 2? It was a lab experiment that actually got me at... Ooh, we've not encountered the lab yet. I'm going to be surprised if we get through one day today, because we're 45 minutes in, and we're here. Can I see the blueprint first? Oh, yes, sorry. I should bring this up. So door 1 would move north. Door 2 would bring us east. Dear Twan. Door Twan. Go east. All right, Lady Kira says to go east. Now, mind you, we have 2 doors down here that we could have gone through, but chat wanted to be funny and kept telling me rather than to move forward, to go backward. I said, should we go north or east? And they're like, go back. So we did. They told me to, so we did. So we're going to go east here. Just bad cut on my hand, fell down. Camper stairs. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm glad it's not any worse than that. Take it easy, butterflies. You be careful, okay? We should go back to that hallway. Should we? I don't know. You told me to leave it behind. You told me to leave it behind. Okay, here's the floor plan. We're currently here, looking at this room. Now, we could put the closet here. That would cut us off. That would be a dead end, but we'd get 2 items out of it. We could go into the parlor, which also appears to be a dead end because the second door goes downward, but it has a puzzle piece. This means there's a puzzle in this room for us to do. But it would cut us off. Or we have the courtyard, but we don't have a gem, so that's not an option. We don't have any gems to actually spawn to draft that courtroom. So we have a dead end. We can either do the parlor or the closet. Lady Kira dropping in. Chat sounds cool and fun, doesn't it, Ron? And Will drop in as well. Is it my turn to drop? I want to drop. Who's howdying at me? Howdy, Will. Hi. Welcome in. So nice to see you for the first time today. We are cool and fun, says Jules. Indeed. So either choice is a dead end. No gems. Yeah, we got no gems. Lady Kira says closet. Shall we go for the closet then? Butterfly says parlor. Would anybody like to be the deciding vote? I need the toilet. Can we go back to the stool cupboard, please? After we draft this room. So we've had 1 vote for closet and 1 vote for parlor. The next one I see is the one we'll choose. Closet or parlor? BB says closet. Closet it is. Here we go. We're making progress. Oh, too slow, Kita. Too slow. Courtyard was not an option, Will. All right, here we go. We got a little closet. It not much room to move around in here. We've got 2 things here. We got, what's this? A lucky rabbit's foot. I knew what this was. I don't know why I'm pretending I didn't. The kissing booth. Is this the kissing booth? Playing 7 minutes ahead. 7 minutes in heaven in here. A Joey room? I don't know what that is, and I'm afraid to ask. So I'm not going to. A genuine lucky rabbit's foot. Greater chance of finding items. Excellent. Excellent. A 2% drop rate item? I did not know that. I haven't looked into any, like, behind the scenes knowledge. Everything I've learned about the game has been in game so far. That's awesome then. Greater chance of finding items. That's not bad. I haven't inherited the house yet. My uncle said I have to get to the 46th room. That's a secret in order to inherit the house. And we also got a key. So now we have 2 keys. So there's 2 pictures in this room. There's been 2 pictures in the rooms. We got like a pastry tray thing and a tie. That appears to be everything in here. I don't see anything else. What monster puts paintings in a closet? It looks like, actually I have several things in my closet that should be on the walls. Me, I'm that monster. Happy lurking, Kita. All right, so that's the closet. Should we continue forward here? Or should we double back? Matt did say he needed the lavatory, but guys, we have 40 steps. Just remember that. We have 40 steps. Faust thinks we should go north. Secret is you run into a weather fight. You guys have closets? Yes. Yes, we do. All right, we're going north. Faust and Kira say it. So we got 3 options here. We still don't have a gem, so this is not an option. Secret passage leads to a room of a color of your choice. Gem requirement. So this is not an option. We can either go into the guest bedroom, which will make this a dead end, or we can go into the chapel and we'll lose a coin when we enter, or each time we enter. Time to pay up, chapel. Okay. I wish we could do the secret tunnel. I wish we could, but alas, we cannot. We're going to church, folks. We're going to church. And there goes my coin. Okay. So there's quite a bit going on in here. Lots of stained glass. Lots of statues and candles. And some vaguely holy sounding music. Many candles indeed. I think I just realized something for my own playthrough. Alright, what do we think? Did you find Vow in there? This does not appear to be the Church of Vow. The windows aren't shaped correctly. Honestly, Will? Same. Don't have any gems. Nope. I keep all my watering closets. That's a good place for it, Zeri.
What you doing?
Screenshot the stained glass. All of them? What am I doing? Hi, Jove. We're playing Blueprints. How are you doing? Totally just realized what this is for. Okay, I'm keeping it to myself. Just taking lots of screenshots here. I can't wait to use this knowledge on my other playthrough.
Okie dokie.
Oh my god.
How are you doing, Jove? What are you up to?
Oh god. Oh my god.
Oh my god. Why are we oh my godding? Jove with the 45 stream streak. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Jove. Thank you so much for being here, my friend. I really do appreciate it. Happy national birthday to you. He doesn't, Will. He doesn't. He sounds like Bob. Alright. So, we have the option of proceeding north or proceeding east. Why are we... You can't say don't be suspicious. Now you seem very suspicious. Now I'm very suspicious of you. First day back to work after being off for 2 weeks. Ugh. Bleh. Gross. Gross, Jove. Gross. Butterfly says north. Anybody agree or disagree? Lady Kira says north. Okay. I guess let's continue north then. This is north, right? Okay. Here we go. 3 more options. Well, 2, because we still don't have any gems. We can either go into the storeroom, which will give us a key, a gem, and a coin. Or we can go into the bedroom, which will give us 2 steps each time we walk through it. I am suspicious and kind of nervous now. Kira says bedroom. Will says bedroom. Okay, that's 2 for bedroom. Good enough for me. Okay. Oh, look at that. We got 2 steps.
I reject absolutely revenge, aggression, and retaliation.
Thank you, Albert. Bedroom for the
I
past.
exercise some artistic license.
No, Matt, no. No, Matt, no. No. We're in the middle of a day. We're on day 1 here. I should have turned that off. Actually, there's several.
They call me!
No, don't be doing that. You're gonna make me turn off all these things, and then I'm gonna forget to turn them back on for the next Minecraft stream. Hold on. We can't have anything around here. No. Again, no. Okay, we can have a Q drop. That's acceptable. Yours is allowed. Oh, dang it, wrong button. Yeah. All right, we got a Q drop going.
You're my family and I love you, but you're terrible. You're all terrible. I don't say that.
Well, that's all you say.
You kind of do.
Unbelievable. Okay, let's get the prediction going. 5 minutes on the Q drop prediction. Will anybody hit the target? Let's find out. Get your drops in. Get your drops in. Oh, I'm about to hurt somebody. Everybody get your drops in. I'll set my timer. Set timer 5 minutes, please. Okay, 5 minutes on the timer. Let's at the end of the Q drop we'll do Gardic. I'm going to refund your channel points for the name of mob. Who did it? Zeri, I'm tempted just to keep your channel points for that. You know what you did. You know what you did. How do I even get to there? Reward request. Why do you guys have so many redeems? Okay, that one's allowed. Name a mob. Reject and refund. Alright, everybody get your drops in, get your prediction in. If you'd like to wager your channel points and or your bragging rights on whether or not somebody will hit the Q drop target, you have the option to do so now. What is the premise of this game? So my uncle, we're Simon. Our name is Simon. Our uncle, Herbert S. Sinclair, has perished. He has passed. And he has, in his will, left to us the Mount Holly estate. The only caveat is that we have to get to room 46 in his 45-room estate in order to actually claim our inheritance of the thing. What? Timer? What? Timer's not going off. I set the timer. I did set the timer. It's already done for 3 minutes. I set the timer. You stop it. Thad, which kitty is in the cam? That is my boy Mulder right there. That's Mulder. Scully's over there too. He's sleeping on the arm of the couch, but where the camera is, it's kind of hard to get them both in it right now. So they're both over there. We're not resetting the timer. Hi, Sky. Hello. How are you doing? Booping the snoots. A little air boop. Okay. Alright. So we can only continue to the east now. But let's look around the room a little bit. There appears to be a vial on the wall. There's this picture here of some lady. There's an armoire. Doesn't seem we can open it. There's a vanity. Greetings from Reddington is what this appears to be a postcard. There's a few things in the cabinets. Nothing we can seem to interact with. A hat. A bathtub. Okay. Oh, and a trunk. Do we use one of our keys on this trunk? What do you guys think? Yes or no? Is it okay if I blame you for being an hour late? Absolutely, Will. Feel free to blame me. That's fine. Hello, B Silver B. How are you? Welcome on in. Yes, we should use the key. Okay, we're using the key. That's multiple yeses. What's in there? Another key! A silver key. Unlocking a door with the silver key leads to a room with many doors. Okay, so we have a silver key. And our first gem! We can actually open a room with a gem now. This should increase our options. All right, anything else anybody wants to look at in this room before we proceed to the east? How are you this morning? Did you stay well over the holidays? I'm doing all right, thanks. Yeah, the holidays were fine. We spent some time with our family. It's always tiring, but it was good. I hope you had a good holiday as well, B. Pretty sure they stayed at their house as well. I vote to return to the east wing of the house. All right, that's a valid option. We can go back downward and go to the hallway. Oh, we have ads about to start. Okay, how long for the drop? 3 seconds till the drop. Everybody get your drops in. Last call on the drop. Then we're gonna take a break, and then I'm gonna move forward with Lady Kira's idea of heading back toward the east side of the house. So we'll double back to the entrance hall, to the hallway that we ignored in the beginning. Waste all those lovely steps to get there. And we also have to do Gardic. So we'll do the Q drop, break, Gardic, and then we'll get back to this. We might make it through one day today, guys. We might make it through one day. But before the ads start, let's real quick, everybody, exclamation point drop. Here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're dropping. Oh, there's a bunch of us in this. I didn't even realize that. Oh, Zeri with the 66 bits. Thank you for the chaos bits, Zeri. Thank you. And Matt. And Matt as well. Oh no, we're all on the wrong side. Guys, what? No, the pile's on the other side. Where are you going? Where are we all going? Okay, if the snow pile was completely on the left side of the screen, we would have all been great. But instead, wow. Let's complete the prediction. The worst. Nobody landed. Congratulations to the doubters and the non-believers. You chose correctly. Enjoy your channel points. I will reset the drop since that's what we do anytime there is a failure of a drop like this. And also we're about to head into ads. So those are going to start any second now. I encourage you to check in with yourselves, get a drink, a snack, a stretch, use the restroom, whatever it is you may need in this moment. Maybe a good time for a med check. And yeah, we'll reset the drop. There we go. Put up the BRB screen. Nobody will miss anything. And if I don't remember when we get back, somebody remind me we have to do Gardic. Okay, BRB! Alrighty, friends, I am back from the break. Also, there's no music playing in the background when I'm on break because the game is paused. Cool. You know, playing a new game on stream, it's always interesting working out what works and what doesn't. But we need Gardic, right? Is that where we're at? Say hi to Mulder. Mulder is not the Gardic game, but I do need a moment to actually pull up the window. There it is. All right, did everybody have a good little break there? Did we all remember to get up and stretch and refill our beverages? Did we all hydrate? Oh, excuse me. I'm just going to stretch my arms out a little bit real quick. Because I did not stretch and I meant to. My wrists. Whoa. My computer is like taking off all of a sudden. It does not like me playing Gardic and Blueprints at the same time while streaming. A little sip of water and then we'll get into Gardic. Alrighty. So this is basically Pictionary. What the game's going to do is give me 2 words to choose from. I will pick one. I will attempt to draw that word, and you in chat get to try to guess what I'm drawing. We got a cat fact. Muhammad loved cats, and reportedly his favorite cat, Mueza, was a tabby. Legends say that that tabby cats have an M for Muhammad on top of their heads because Muhammad would often rest his hand on the cat's head. That's a cute little thing.
Howdy, howdy, howdy.
Foxes have been observed teaching their young how to hunt by bringing them injured prey to practice on. This hands-on learning helps kids develop their hunting skills. Interesting. All right. No goose or horse facts, I guess. Iron Knight's here. Hello, Knight. How you doing? Welcome on in. Headphones are not like... My hat twisted. Alright, that's better. Move, sorry. I was on that whole thing for hours after stream. Kong came home and I'm like, did you know? Did you know? Like yelling at him about moose and deer. Poor guy comes home from work and I'm just like, you'll never believe what I learned today. T needs cuddles. I may never return. She has claimed me. That's fair. That's fair. Tell her I love her. Give her extra cuddles for me. Please. Thank you. Okay. Shall we, Gardic? Shall we, Gardic? Alrighty. 2 words for me to choose from. Why is this 2 words? Okay. I'm gonna try to draw. We ready? We ready? This is 2 words. Hold on, let me try that again. It's 2 words. And it's more an action than anything. And I don't really know what more you could need from me on this. I'm not sure how I will... Tow away! Yes! Yes, Kita! Yay! Yay, Kita got it! I'm like, why would they phrase it like this? Why wouldn't it just be tow? Or tow truck? Or something. Like, why? Tow away? I'm like, we're going that way, I guess. Glad somebody got it, though. Good job, Kita. Alright, next word. Okay. Okay. This is 2 words as well. How do I want to draw this? Oh gosh. Heh. Hold on. I got this. Nope, I got this. I got this. I got this. I got this. Ah. Ah. Eh? 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 Knivex! Yay! It's heavy because it's a scale. That's supposed to be cream, which obviously it's some sort of cow product in a carton. Heavy cream. We got it. Knivex, excellent work. How are you? I'm not sure if I said hi to you. All right, number 3. I don't know what that first word is. So we'll go with this. Oh no. Okay. All right. Oh, where do I begin? Oh no, this is bad. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I truly don't know. It's just one word. It's one word. Oh no, that's not right. Nope, that's not. One word. Yeah. I don't know. The colors don't mean anything. Manufacture! In the nick of time, Zary. Did you even get any points for that? You didn't get any points for that. You didn't even get any points. But you got it right. Why does it still count? Oh my gosh, high score there for Zeri. None points left beef. Jules gets me. Whew, okay, excellent. That's fantastic. Here we go. Next word. Ready? This one I can draw. This one I can draw. Ready? Nope. Nope. He's a mask. It's a really poorly drawn mask. But at least it's covering the nose and mouth, okay? At least it's being worn properly. Oh, you missed the K. Moss. Just more. More. More of this. Good job, Sarah. You got points for that one. Good job. That's not Jim Carrey. All right, number 5. Okay, I can do this one too. We ready? It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be great. You're gonna be so impressed. This is not the right color. No! It's a nest. I was gonna put a bird into it. Good job, Matt. It's very clearly a nest, okay? The tree, and this is sitting on the branch. Good job, Matt. Okay. Oh, I can do this one too. I can do this one too. Perfect. It's a thimble! I was gonna draw a needle and thread too, so you had context. But yes, there you got another one! Fingernails. Yep, fingernails. One singular giant gray fingernail. Alright. Okay, this one is 2 words. 2 words, okay. No. It's 2 words! It's 2 words, okay? Can someone please, for the love of God, guess a word? It's 2 words! No, that's the wrong color. It's not SpongeBob SquarePants. What is... It was a sea sponge. What is... SpongeBob is a sponge. He lives under the sea. You knew it was SpongeBob even though it's terrible, okay? What have I done? He's a sea sponge. What have I done? What have I done? SpongeBob was too specific. It was all that I could think of. That's all I could think of. Okay. Alright. No, we cannot get that on a t-shirt. Alright, next word. Next word. We ready? We ready? Yep, this is the right shape. Yup. Yup, yup, yup. But you couldn't get sea sponge. You know that's a barn. But you couldn't get sea sponge. Okay. Good job, Jove. Good job. Get out of here, Zeri. Get out. Leave. Okay. See how it is. I see how it is. Is that too many? Oh no. I don't know how many. One word. Ant. Is that how many segments an ant has? Do they have 3 segments? 2 feet on each one, right? 2 legs on each one? I don't know. We all know I can't draw any sort of animals or people or sea sponges. All right, number 10, the last one. We're almost through this, folks. The misery is almost over. We got 2 words here. Which one do I want? You thought it was significant because I drew the environment? Well, that's just how we do Gardic here. Some of it's distracting. Traumatized by the sea sponge. Okay. Nope. How? Run away! Me from this game. Good job, Jove. Good job. Ascend. Ascend, yes. All right, we had 5 people on the board from that round. There was only one that nobody guessed. Okay, there was only one. That's not too bad. That's not terrible. That's actually pretty good. There was only one absolute atrocity. So we got Kita Joe in 5th place with 36 points. Matt with 58 in 4th place. In 3rd place, Nivex with 71 points. Zeri in 2nd place with 132 points. And coming out on top for this round, Jove313 with 140 points. Clappies for Jove. Clappies, clappies. 3rd ain't bad for playing in between breakfast bites. Nice job, Nivex. Jove wins! Jove wins! All right. That's enough. That's enough Gardic for now. Always UBB. He's just a little cinnamon roll. And out of focus cinnamon roll. I can probably fix that a little bit. Configure video. There we go. He's still a little cinnamon roll. Shall we get back to the game? Remember we were playing blueprints? I haven't missed anything else, right? I don't see any other redeems that I need to do. That's not an invitation. Let's play some more blueprints. Okay, I think before we had the break and all of that, Twitch has games.
Tell him
yeah,
he's
Joe,
a pretty
sometimes.
cat.
No.
And a good cat.
We gotta do a kitty cat treat. BB, I'm so sorry to wake you, but Zeri has redeemed kitty cat treat. Would you like a snacky? We once again have the turkey temptations. We're working our way through this bag. No games today. Nope, no games today. Look at him sitting all nice with his little curled feetsies. What a good boy. Sweet little man. Here you go. Good boy. Good boy. Want another one? Here you go. Where's your brother? Do you think Scully wants a snacky? Alright, can I have your paw? Good job. Good job. Thank you. Scully, baby, would you like a snacky? Scully. I think he's in the bathroom. Pretty sure he's in the litter box right now. And I'm yelling, food! You want food? He's like, I'm kind of busy. In the meantime, we can look at Mulder. Okay, sorry, I won't pet you. I see. See how it is. Can I boop you? Alright, Scully, you done? Would you like a snacky? You're kind of holding things up here, bud. You finished? Oh, here he comes. Daddy, come over here, baby. You want a snacky? Over here. Over here. You come over here, please. Come up on the couch. Come on. You don't want to do that? Do you want to come into the seat then? Over here. Dale. Baby, over here. Over here. You're not gonna... I definitely don't want you on my chair right now, so I'm just gonna push that. There we go. There's a kitty. Can you please sit? Sit. You know how to sit. Sit. Sit the butt. Sit. Paw. Okay. We're not being cooperative right now. That's okay. Can I move the pillow out of the way? All right, you sit. Aw, good boy. There you go. You want one more? One more snacky? Aw, good boy. I like how Mulder's just watching intently. Oh, all right. So that concludes kitty cat treat time. And we got both the boys. Put the boys on the camera. So we got Scully on the right here, the gray kitty, gray tabby. That is my boy Scully. And the tuxedo kitty is Mulder. My boys. They say thank you for the treat, Zeri. Can we get back to the game now? Do you think we can make it through one day in Blueprints before I have to wrap up stream? Would that be possible? Maybe? Maybe? Mario's here with a 5-stream streak. Welcome on in, Mario. Will says, guys, have I ever mentioned how much I love that my room is significantly colder than every other in the house? I didn't know you liked things colder, Will. Well, that worked out nicely then. No touchies. All right, Jove, enjoy your lunch. You can divert the heating to other rooms. That is not something we can do in my house. But that's not fair. That's not fair at all. I'm sorry. All right, now that we've done all the redeems. Just kidding, we got a Q drop. I knew I heard a sound. But that's okay, because we can do Q drop and other things. Thank you, Iron Knight, for the Q drop redeem. Exclamation point drop with an emote, folks. Exclamation point drop. We're going to be dropping all together in just a moment. But first, I'll set up the prediction. Will anyone hit the Q drop target? 5 minutes on that. And I'll set my timer. Set timer 5 minutes, please. All right. 5 minutes on the timer. Predictions live. Get your drops in. Get your predictions in. And before we did all of that, the break and all the fun stuff, we were going to head back to the hallway here. We started over here, but then chat wanted to be funny, and we went all the way over here. So we're going to double back to the hallway. So we got to go through the chapel, the west wing, the spare room, pantry, all the way back. And we need to hydrate as well. That's actually a wonderful idea. Cheers, friends. Everybody hydrate. Get your waters. Get your bevies.
Ew, no, David.
Yes, Jen. Yes, actually. Hydration's very important and not a gross thing at all. Hi, Jen. How are you? Welcome on in. Okay, so back through the chapel. We're playing Blueprints, which is a like puzzle mystery kind of game. And this is our first day in this save. I've been playing on my own, but this is our stream save. So we're doubling back
Hey,
through all these rooms. I'm listening, Mario. What am I listening to? Did I miss something? Did anyone do a Gardic redeem? We've already done Gardic, yes. No more Gardic, please. I do want to actually finish this day. That would be great. Kelly, where are you going, bud? Where are you going? You gonna lay there? No sea sponge t-shirt. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay. West Wing Hall. Not West Wing. Hallway. Just hallway. We can either go north or we can go east. And this is where we are right now. We're in the hallway here. We can either go north or we can go east. Lady Kira says east. And I am inclined to agree on that. Let's fill out the rest of this little bottom row here. Alright, we got the guest bedroom, which would give us 10 steps, but it's a dead end. There's a parlor here with a puzzle. And then there's a bunk room that counts as 2 bedrooms. Lady Kira says parlor. I would like to do the puzzle. I like the puzzles. And that would leave the door open. Jen agrees with parlor. I'm going for parlor. That's 2 for parlor. I agree. Let's go. Okay. So we can see outside to the mountains. Some furniture. It's a parlor. There's 3 boxes over here. Kelly, what are you doing? He's making all sorts of noise. He's hitting something on the door with his tail. Jojo! Hello, Jojo. How are you? Greased instead of greatest. Alright. This is the black box. That box looks blue to me. This is the black box. That box looks white to me. The black box is not empty. Okay, well, let's look around the rest of the room here. We got 2 more pictures on the wall. A deer and a tag, a 10. Something like that. There's a picture of... That's our uncle, I believe. That's the face that was on the starting cutscene. Elgo needs to go out. All right. He gets... Oh, I read that already. There's no sea sponge merch. Oh my god. Rules for the game. At least 1 statement is false, 1 statement is true, but only 1 box has... Yeah, that's the paper here says. So let's read this. May the 2nd. Dear Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since we had been seen in decent society, and we were beginning to worry that my wife's wit had lost its charm. I have no delusions that my company is rival to hers. If I can refresh your memory, we both spent much of that evening discussing our mutual love of games and puzzles, and I had mentioned to you a rather singular parlor game I had played some years back involving 3 boxes of different colors. That is our cue drop. We will do that in just a second, so get your drops in. We're going to do the cue drop as soon as I'm done reading this letter. You had pressed me to write the particulars of this game when I found the time, and I had included with this letter all the details you will need to share with guests should you be inclined to play this confounding game. Always your friend, M. Lowry. And here's the rules of the game that were just so succinctly said by Lady Kira. There will always be at least 1 box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least 1 box which displays only false statements. Only 1 box has a prize within. The other 2 are always empty. So 1 box contains a prize. 1 box is true. 1 box is false. The 3rd box can be either true or false. It's up to us to figure that out based on what the clues are. Should I believe the streamer or the mod? What are we... We're not getting Sea Sponge merch. You guys, like, latch onto the weirdest things. The weirdest things. But anyway, we have a Q drop going as well. So we're going to get that happening. Exclamation point drop with an emo. It looks like there's about 11,000 points on the line here. So last call. Exclamation drop with an emote in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're dropping now. Here we go. Will anybody land? Okay. We're all clumping to the left. That's not a bad thing considering the pile of snow is on the left-hand side. Oh no. Everybody seems to be drifting to the right now. Guys, we had a great trajectory. What happened? Will's heading in the right direction, swooping right under Sky there. Sky getting bounced back toward the pile. Looks like maybe Jove has landed as well. Will, congratulations, my friend. It looks like you came out on top this round with 92.67. Clappies for Will. Will, Sky, and Jove have all landed, and that means the results of our prediction are in. Congratulations to the hopers, the dreamers, and the believers. You chose correctly. Somebody has landed. 3 people landed. Clappies are all around. Didn't choose right this time, Mario? That's alright. That's alright. 11.2 thousand points going to Knight and Nivex. Enjoy your channel points, friends. Okay. And this is the wind-up key, which is a component of this puzzle. Okay. We got 3 boxes here. 1 is true, 1 is false. The third one can be either true or false. Open the red box. It has DVDs. There is no red box. Thank you, Zeri. We have a blue box claiming to be a black box. I don't think that's true. I'm going to go ahead and say this one's false. This is the black box. Also not the black box. This is a white box. This is also false. So we got 2 falses. So by the rules of the game, this one has to be true, right? 2 falses, and this is a true. The black box is not empty. So if the black box is not empty, and 1 box contains the prize, that would mean that the black box is true and contains the prize. Do we have anybody who has any points to the contrary of that? I'm going to go ahead and say the prize is in this black box here. You disagree. Zeri, which box do you think the prize is in then? You got a bad attention span. The white box. Why do you think it's in the white box? But both of these claim to be the black box. Neither of these are black. One is blue, one is white. This is the black box. And the black box is not empty. Noki, hello. Yes, we're playing Blueprints. The white box has black on it. But you just called it the white box. You just called it the white box. It's not the black box, it's the white box. Lady Kira agrees with me. The black box has to be true, because 1 has to be true, 1 has to be false. The third one can be true or false. So, since both of these are false, since neither of these are black, this one is true. The black box is not empty. The black box contains the prize. Ta-da! 2 gems. Yay! Good work, team! Good work, team. Nobody was pushing me to open one of the other boxes at all. I think Zeri's sabotaging us. All right. So our only option here is to go north, either through the hallway or through the parlor. And since we're already in the parlor, let's go north through here. We now have 3 gems, which is fantastic because we can open any of the rooms. We have 3 options here, and here's our current floor plan. We're in the parlor. We're going north. We can open the storeroom, which is a dead end, but would give us a key, a gem, and a coin. We can go into the den, which is not a dead end, and continues forward and to the west, and will give us another gem. Or we can get the commissary, which requires us to spend a gem on it, and it has items for sale. We have 2 coins. We don't really have much money to spend. So I don't think this will be very beneficial to us right now. And it's just going to loop us back into the room over the hallway. I personally love the den. The den and the parlor are 2 of my favorite rooms in the whole game so far. So I think that's the way to go. Lady Kira says den. Tons of fresh snow, so pup wants to romp and dig. Oh, I love that when dogs enjoy the snow. Jesse used to love the snow too. He enjoyed like snooting around in the snow and frolicking out there. He really enjoyed the snow. And I used to love how it would like collect on his fur because he had mostly black fur, so when it was snowing you could see all the little snowflakes collecting. Aw. Zarissa's storeroom. Den gives you 2 exits. Yep, we can continue north or go backwards. I'm gonna go with den. I'm going with den. We got a couple people who said den. And I like the den. So here we are. This is the den. A den. A den. So we got a clock that does not appear to be moving. Wait, no, it is moving. But that's not moving. Isn't that supposed to move? I don't know. Weird. We got a picture of a minecart on a rail. What day are you on? This is day 1. We're on day 1, Noki. I've been playing this on my own. Kong and I have both been playing this on our own, actually. So this is a new save file that we're doing as a group here. A community playthrough. But full disclosure, I've made it to like the 35th day of the game I've been playing. Around there. I think 34 or 35. I have made it to the antechamber. And I've uncovered a few things after that. I've been playing probably about 2 weeks of days in the game after I got to the 46th room. So I've been playing for a little while. But we're doing this one together, and I'm trying not to take my previous knowledge into this one. The clocks are functional, and actually the time of day is important. I did not know that. No worries about early day spoilers. No, I want people to help out and stuff. But if you know like more complex secrets, maybe see if they can kind of unfold more naturally. I don't want anybody to like intentionally spoil things, you know, but I appreciate everybody chiming in with some input and guiding us here. You did, Will. You came out on top, actually. You got the #1 landing for the Q drop. So good job for you. Good job on that. Okay, so we got a minecart. There's the clock going. This one's a car. I don't understand why that little doodad's not going. These doodads are going. And there's our gem that we get for free for coming into the room. There's our gem. 2 swans. There's lots of clocks. Okay. All right, so we have the option of going to the west or to the north. Did you just get into the antechamber and that's it? Oh, I almost knocked over the camera. Oh, wait, actually. Boulder's back in the kitty cat bed. No, I made it to the antechamber. I've actually made it into the 46th room 3 times now. Truffle grilled cheese. Can I have one? Wait, truffles are mushrooms. I don't like mushrooms. But I do like truffle fries. Are truffle fries still a thing? Remember when truffle fries were like everywhere? Yes, I've made it into the room 3 times. I think 3. Pretty sure it was 3. So yes, I've beaten the game, but there's like more to it. There's like way more to it after you get into that room. Truffle parm fries are top tier when done correctly. I haven't had them in a really long time, but I remember that being like the thing at like a lot of the more modern restaurants. They'd be like, here's a burger with truffle fries, so we're going to charge you $25. All right, north or west? North or west? That's our 2 options. Let me know, chat. Are we moving forward, north, Or are we going to the west, which is that way? Wait, no, that way. Oh, you have a mushroom allergy. Oh, that's rough, Jen. Yeah. Then you don't want mushroom fries. You want just regular fries. Diane Weist. Back to the bedroom. I think we should just go back, just double back to the bedroom. I'm gonna veto that idea, Zeri. We only have so many steps to work with. So let's open up this side room here. Is this the side room? Or that goes north. We'll open up this one. See what happens. Alright, so we got the hallway. We got a gem. We could do the courtyard, and that lines up really nicely. So we could still go north, but it connects into the hallway if we need to double back for whatever reason. There's a storeroom, which will give us a key, a gem, and a coin, which we have a key, 4 gems, and 2 coins. But keys don't hurt. And then there's the guest bedroom, which would give us 10 steps. I'm seeing a lot of love for the courtyard, and the courtyard is one of the rooms I like. So let's go for it. I like all the green rooms. I like all the green rooms. We got 2 for courtyard. Sorry, Noki. I'm kind of going off of what I see more frequently and first. Okay, so this is the courtyard. There's some junk lying around. We got a sledgehammer here. Can shatter padlocks on locked trunks. So we won't have to use keys if we come across any more trunks. This will just crack it on open for us. I was a silent courtyard voter. Had food in my hands. Alright, we could do like short polls for how we do it, but you guys just like to tie polls, so I think that's a terrible idea. Alright, I don't think there's anything else in here for us. Shall we continue through this door? I'm gonna go with yes. Alright. We got 3 rooms to choose from. We got gems, so we can do the nursery if we want to. Whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5 steps. So if we draft any more bedrooms, like if we drafted the guest bedroom, we'd get 5 extra steps when we draft that room. This one just gives us 10 right off the bat. Or we can do the dining room, which says each day a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has been reached. Which right now, we're at rank 2. If you see in the bottom right-hand corner. Because we're on the second, like, row of rooms. When we get up here, this will be tier 3. That's how that works. Kira says nursery. You think that would be a good investment? It might be a good investment. Getting those extra steps every now and again. In my experience, the steps are good. And we're nowhere near the 8th level, so I don't think this is going to give us much of a benefit for now. So I agree. I agree with nursery. Noki agrees with nursery. Let's do it. Good to get your daily steps in. Yeah, exactly. So we get 5 steps off the bat for that. There's the pictures. There is a grandfather clock. And a padlock. And if anybody ever wants to look at anything more closely, let me know. We got the rabbit's foot, yes. We do have the rabbit's foot. We got that in the closet. Some blocks, a little dinosaur. Oh, a Rubik's Cube. I never noticed the Rubik's Cube before. Seahorses, little car. A giant goose. And, oh, a gem. We got a free gem out of this. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. And there's a book here. A red book called The Red Prince by Marion Marigold. It's story time, everybody. Come on, gather round. Gather round. It's time for the story. Everybody sit down, crisscross applesauce. We're going to read The Red Prince by Marion Marigold. We're ready? There was a red prince who sat on a red throne. He had a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. Moody you too, Zeri. True is italicized there. Let me write that down. We're in the nursery. The word is true. And I don't know what room we're on. We'll double check that. He could not stand the sight of a canary or crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. And he never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. So he always had a book to turn his eyes down if he was ever outside when the clouds weren't around. And do you know which book the prince always had? The one that made him happy whenever he was sad? A story he had read in the bath and the bed. And maybe you can guess what with the clues that we have said. It was the story of a boy who also wore red, and he looked like our prince from his toes to his head. And as you, my reader, might already assume, this book is quite near you, in fact, in the same room. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about a red prince and his book, the red book we just read. And that is the book. That is the Red Prince. So we're in D3. Or 3D. Thank you for joining us for story time. Oh, that's cute. Look at a little happy store. Nothing in this corner, right? Anything else anyone wants to look at in this room before we head back? Because we're going to have to go back into the den and go north, I think. Unless you guys think for some reason we should go to the bedroom. We can go back to the den and go north from there. I also really like the art style of the Snowkey. I've been raving about it to Kong, actually. Every time I'm like, I actually really like this. Because it's not, like, too realistic. It's got its own style. We can't sleep in the bedroom, guys. All right, we got a little bit of a split here. Will wants to go to bed. Jules also wants to go to bed, but it's in her name. Lady Kira says to go north from the den. Noki says to go north from the den. So it's pretty split. I don't think it's necessarily worth losing all the steps it's going to take us to go back to the bedroom, because it's going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 steps, and we'll lose a coin by going through the chapel. So we'll be down to 20-something steps and down a coin, and I just don't think it's necessarily worth losing all those steps. You can technically end the day in a bedroom. That is true. That is true. Love to be in bed. Same. Can we play Pilatro instead? No. Bedroom Jules, exactly. All right, I'm going for the den. We're going for the den. So I think we have to go back through the courtyard and then to this way. Here we go. All right, our options include a dead end, and a dead end. We're going to have to go back to the bedroom. So we can either get 10 steps plus the 5 that we got for having the nursery. So this would be 15 steps. Or we can have a storeroom. That'll give us a key, a gem, and a coin. Or we can have the kitchen where food is for sale. But again, we only have 2 coins. So I'm personally leaning toward the bedroom. I'd love to see you stream Balatro. You'd have a meltdown. Great. I'm glad that's what you want from me, Will. Don't I have enough meltdowns? I think I have enough meltdowns. Thank you. I've watched Kong play that. It looks kind of fun. Dead end with 10 steps seems good. Guest bedroom, says Kira. 15 steps. Will says 15 step by Radiohead. You need the steps. Yeah. All right. I think we're all on the same page for the first time. Guest bedroom it is. Here we go. We got 5 steps. Plus 10 steps, 15 more steps. We're into the 40s. We have more steps now than... Wait, no. We started with 50? Did we start with 40 or 50? I don't even remember. Have you seen the lovely news about Commander Zombies? I don't know what that is. Plus, with the guest bedroom, you have the chance for an item. That's true. I don't know if everybody's picked up on that yet, but a lot of the bedrooms have an item in them sometimes. So, like on this little table right here, we got a key. So we got a free key out of it. And we currently have the rabbit's foot, which gives us a higher chance of finding items. So items are very often found in bedrooms. All right, let's take a little look around the room here. We got a little desk and a note. Sinclair just wanted to write a quick note thanking you for the weekend. I had a thrilling time on the hunt with Lord Evanson, whose peculiar personality somewhat made up for your own absence. I also got to appreciate your new game in the billiard room. It's been ages since I've seen the billiard room in the house. I was beginning to suspect you retired the floor plan. It was well worth the wait, though, as I always enjoy your mathematical puzzles and appreciate that I didn't need to know the rules of darts to play your variation. Hoping your health improves shortly. KL. Okay. Any words on this that stand out? This is all italicized, but it's not one singular word. I don't think there's anything on this note. Okay, so there's another room that look at all those words in italics. I don't think those count. Sometimes I get anxious and lose my appetite. Same. I also find items in my bedroom like half-eaten cat treats. Oh my god. That's not what I lose an appetite for. I never had an appetite for that to begin with. They look just like normal zombies, but they have much more health. What are you talking about? What game is this in, JoJo? And we have ads incoming. Okay. Let's finish this room, then we'll take a break. We gotta finish this day. It's already noon, guys. We're 2 hours in, and we've done nothing. Is there anything else we want to look at in this room before we take this break? We got 2 pictures on the wall again. That looks like the mountain outside. And that's a pea pod. 24-hour stream. At this rate, I'm never going to finish the first day of the game. So. I think we're done in this room. And when we get back from break, are we all in agreement that we just have to go this way since that is our only doors forward in the chapel and the bedroom? So on break, I'm actually going to do a poll. You guys are going to decide if we go into the door on the chapel or the door in the bedroom first. Which room first? And if it's a tie, we're just going into the first one we get to, which is the chapel. So there you go. Don't try to tie it. Chapel or bedroom. I'm going to put that up for 5 minutes while I take my break. If the poll finishes before I get back, somebody make a note of it, please. 1 day per game. And 1 game day per day. Yeah, right? 1 day per game day. It's the only way. I encourage you to check in with yourselves, get a drink, a snack, a stretch, do a med check, use the restroom, whatever it is you need right now. Because you're just going to be looking at this BRB screen for the next 3 to 5 minutes. Wait, yeah, you know where we were. Okay. What? Are we back? We're not back from the break, but is the stream back? Everything died. Are we, is it working? Are we back? Is the stream back? Now Minecraft screen, you're back. Okay. All right, I'm not actually back. We're taking a break. I don't know what happened there. Computer being my computer. We'll be back in a few minutes. BRB! Zeri_star, you are not helping. You are misbehaving, and you know it. Like that I use your full name. All right, we got a Q drop going here. From Will. Will wants a Q drop. Everybody get your drops in. What happened on the poll? Chapel it is. We got 5 votes for chapel, 1 vote for bedroom. So we're going to the chapel first, which is what comes up first on our map here as we travel back. Perfect. Everybody get your drops in. Exclamation point drop with an emote. Start prediction. Will anyone hit the Q drop target? 5 minutes on the prediction. 5 minutes to get your drops in. So I shall set a timer for 5 minutes. Set timer 5 minutes, please. 5 minutes on the timer. I rarely hear my middle name. Zeri_star. We're going to the chapel and we're gonna lose one of the 2 coins we have left. That's what's gonna happen. I feel personally attacked. Why do you feel personally attacked? Because the vote did not go in your favor? Is that why? Did I get a drop in? Who's in the drop so far? Jules queued the drop. We got Will in the drop. We got Jules. We got Mario. We got Noki. We got me. We got Jen. We got Nivex with a super fast spinny. Is that on a Roomba? It's on a Roomba! Oh my god, Nivex, I love this emote. I love this emote. Thank you so much for choosing that emote. Look how cute Nivex's emote is. Feeling kind of dizzy, actually. I'm going to look away from that now, as cute as it is. Kita's in the drop. Ron's in the drop. Where am I supposed to go if we don't do the bedroom? We'll get back to the bedroom eventually, probably. I imagine. Okay. Well, while y'all are getting in the drop and doing the prediction and wagering your bragging rights, let's head back. We got to go through the den. Then we can either go through the courtyard or the hallway. It doesn't really matter. Let's just go down and then across. Keep things simple. Off the side. I'm constantly checking the map in this. I kind of wish there was a small map that showed up on the screen so I can just see where I'm going. Okay, we're going to lose a coin coming into the chapel. And we voted on this being the door that we opened. So here we go. We can go into the bunk room, which counts as 2 bedrooms. So that'll give us 10 steps. We can go into security, which will spend 1 of our gems. It says view inventory of all items currently in the house. And then there's a passageway, which would let us go forward and up, but it's going to cost us 2 gems. Security, says Noki. That would let us go upward again, but not toward the east. This would just be a dead end. Security could be helpful. We collectively don't know why security might be helpful yet. Zeri says bunk room. Does anyone want to be this deciding vote on which one we go for? Take a sip of water. Matt says we don't need security, we have mods. Well, where are the mods going to do their job from in this house? Will says bedroom, which I think means bunk room. Butterfly says bunk room. Okay, you guys want the bunk room. Okay. Really, security doesn't open up another passageway for us because we have access to that block there either way. The stool cupboard is not an option right now, Matt. But I saw a lot of people say bunk room, so let's go for the bunk room. We're going for the bunk room. We got 5 steps and then 5 steps. We have lots of steps, but only 1 path forward, guys. Only 1 path forward here. So let's take a little look around this room here. We got 2 gems. So now we have 5 gems. That's a decent amount of gems. Noki's like, oh, chat. A little corner over here. Doesn't seem to be anything I can interact with. There's a coat. Trophy. A little hamster. Look at him. The little This is my favorite detail of this entire room. The hamster has bunk beds. The hamster in the bunk room has bunk beds. How cute is that? It's not time for the drop, is it? No, we have 15 seconds. 15 seconds on my timer, Will. 12 seconds. Get your drops in. Oh, he's on the wheel! I haven't seen him go on the wheel. Oh, he's not on the wheel anymore. I didn't know that was part of it. This guy has way more animations than I realized. I love him! He's saying hi. He's saying hi. You never noticed the bunk beds? It's my favorite detail of this whole room. Is the bunk beds. Okay, friends. It is time for the Q drop. Exclamation point drop with an emo if you have not already. We got a few thousand points on the line, it looks like. So here we go. In 5, 4. I don't know how many times. Do we need to count that? Is that going to be for a note? 3, 2, 1. We're dropping now. Oh. What's gonna happen? Oh my gosh, everybody's clumping on the wrong side. No, guys, go back the other way. Guys, come on, push toward the snow pile, Butterflies, come on, butterflies, come on. You can do a butterfly. You can't do a butterflies, I'm sorry. It didn't work out. Nobody landed. Congratulations to the doubters, the non-believers. We all failed miserably on that, but it's going to pay off for anybody who thought that it wouldn't work out. Which it looks like 6 people. 6 of you voted no. 6 of you. Enjoy your channel points, friends. Complete the prediction. Was everybody on... Who was on team yes? Noki. Noki was the only believer, it looks like. I think we better spend an hour counting wheel spins just to be sure. Okay. All right. We'll sit here and see what he does. Oh, he's heading into the wheel. He spins it once, twice, 3 times, 4 times. I've lost count. 5, 6, 7, 8. He's going for speed. He's going the distance. He's going for speed. He's spinning lots. I lost count. Did anybody get that? Did anybody count how many times that was? Because I did not. I don't think it's relevant, guys. But I could be wrong. All right. Enjoy yourself, Will. Enjoy. Oh, he's going back in the wheel. He's going back in the wheel. Is he getting faster? I think he's getting faster. Oh, really fast. He's been training. How many toes does he have? Do we count those? 1, 2, 3. Can you come back to the glass, man? I can't count from here. Guys, can we move on from the hamster now? I love him. I absolutely love him. He really likes the wheel. This is much slower this time. Okay, we're done. We're done. We're done looking at the hamster. All right, anything else in this room for us? We have a little notepad here. Full disclosure, this is also one of my favorite things in the game so far. All right, let's read what this says. Today is a good day because Simon is at camp and he is not as much fun as my friends. I will not have to share my toys, and I will not have to share my room, and I will not have to share my snacks. Having a younger brother is not as much fun as they told me it would be, but today will be a good day because he is at camp. If you stare at the straw in his tank and blur your eyes, do you see any number? Zeri, I think you're looking too far into it right now, man. But we are Simon. Simon has an older brother. Herbie is mean and really stupid, and today is a good day because I threw away his airplane. I also had more fun at camp than he has had in his entire life. I love this. Today is a good day because I got my brother in trouble for reading my private journal without my permission and writing mean things in it too. He also threw my model airplane in the bushes outside, but I got it back. And if he does it again, he will not get to go to the park on Friday, and I will make sure he gets no presents for his birthday. I don't need any presents because I have my brother's book because he won't stop writing about me. And today is a good day because I know he cries when he can't find his book. Even though he is older, he is a crybaby. And last but not least, today is a good day because today my brother returns from college and I get to finally return to him the book I took from him a long time ago. Hopefully you find it as hilarious as I do. I honestly have no idea how we survive sharing a room. All things being said, crossed out, I wouldn't have it any other way. And then not crossed out, I still would rather have had a sister. Congrats on the diploma and welcome home, Simon. Is that not adorable? Is that not just super cute? Like the bickering of siblings and the older brother's annoyed by the younger brother, and I loved that whole little thing. Especially how it's all caps and like spelt wrong. Because he won't stop writing. We have a raid coming in from Minor Mom. Hello, Minor Mom. How are you? Welcome on in. How are you doing? What'd you get up to today? It's a Minor Mom raid. Is your room clean? No. I mean, yes, it's totally clean. Oh dear. Definitely clean. Minor Mom, I hope you had a wonderful stream. What'd you get up to today? Was it a Minecraft day? It tends to be a Minecraft day in your neck of the woods. If you're not already, please go check out my lovely friend Minor Mom. She is a fantastic streamer, and I think you'll enjoy your time over there. Thank you for anybody who came along on the raid. I'm Kathadora. Some call me Kath, some call me Thad. I usually play Minecraft. Like 99% of my streams are Minecraft. But today we are playing Blueprints. We started a brand new save that we're working through together. Please don't give any big spoilers if you've already played through it. We're trying to like discover everything naturally together on stream. Well, welcome in. Gary, all hands to battle stations. Hello, Gary. Welcome in. Good to see you. I was trying to relearn to stream. Oh, did you take some time off for the holidays? I've been pretty, like, sparsely active on Twitch the last couple weeks with the holidays and everything. So I've been missing a lot of streams. Not sure who's been doing what. Getting back into the swing of things is tough, though. Been on vacation. I hope it was an enjoyable vacation. Welcome back. Happy New Year to you. Heading back to work tomorrow. Oh, gosh. Good luck. Good luck to you. Alrighty, friends. So we're playing Blueprints, which is like a puzzle mystery kind of game. We've been left the Mount Holly estate in our uncle's will. But the stipulation in the will is that we have to get to room 46 in his 45 room estate. So if you count, there's 9 levels here, 5 across. This is 45. We have to get to the 46th room in order to actually claim our inheritance. And we're building the house as we go, basically. We put down a room, and when we get to a new door, we pick a new room. We've been building it as we go. We started down here in the entrance hall. And we're just working our way through it. Open just as Minor Mom was rating out. That happens all the time. Mario knows a thing or two about joining a stream right when it's time to raid. Alright, so that's the bunk room. Is there anything else anybody wants to look at in here before we go out? Should we stare a little bit more at our hamster friend? Our little friend, the hamster here. He's doing good work here. That's a much more reasonable run. The other one was spinning so fast. Actually, this is pretty fast. Let's go to the bedroom. Isn't raid how streams are about? Yep. That's it. You start a stream and then you raid out. That's the whole thing. All right. Camp Colonel. I don't think there's anything else here for us right now. Let's head on to the next one. Say goodbye to our last and only coin. And here we have the room we've been in earlier. It gives us 2 steps when we walk through because it's the bedroom. Gain 2 steps. And we have a door here, which is locked. Now, we have regular keys, and we also have a special key that is the silver key. When you use this in a door, you'll get a room with many doors. So here's where we're at right now. Should we use the silver key or a regular key to unlock this door? I will point out right now, we only have one way forward. This is the only door that we have available to us. So a room with many doors might open up 2 pathways for us. Butterfly says silver. I'm leaning towards silver. Because if not, we might end up with a dead end and then there's no proceeding, right? So I'm going to use the silver key. All right, we got 3 options here. We have 5 gems, so the rotunda is an option. It says it can rotate. It requires 3 gems. There's also the Great Hall. It says 7 locked doors. 7 locked doors? We only have 2 keys. I don't know that that is a great move for us because we don't have very many keys. If we were like loaded up with keys, 7 locks wouldn't be a problem. But 2 keys, 7 locks? Seems a little risky. And then this one, the Archives, has 4 doors, so we'd be able to go north or east. While drafting, you will no longer be able to see all 3 of your potential floor plans. So, this screen here where we select what room to draft, we wouldn't have 3 options. We'd have one of them blocked out. Noki says the rotunda. Noki says rotunda. I'm leaning toward rotunda too. Because there's no real negative effect to it. It's expensive, but we'd get doors. We don't need keys. And we wouldn't hinder our ability to see our floor plans. Everyone seems to be leaning toward rotunda. Okay. Here we have the rotunda. Doesn't seem to be too much going on in here from the looks of it, other than this here button. Do we press the button? I'm pressing the button. Things are spinning. Things are rotating. Where it stops, nobody knows. Oh, it stops there. Okay, so now we have a door to the north. Wouldn't press it, looks dangerous. Too late. Too late, Noki. It was that or nothing. We got 40-something steps right here. I'm not taking a dead end like that. So, I can only presume that if we press the button again, the rotunda might rotate again. It seems pretty self-explanatory. So, do we want to go north, or do we want to press the button again and go to the east? North or east? And it's not a permanent thing. We can go either way. West, says Gary. That is not an option. I say go east, better to clear lower tiers first. That's what I found through playing it myself. It's better to fill up things in the south of you, if you can. So, I'm gonna press it again. We're gonna go east. There we go. Oh, wait, actually. We can go north or east now. Because of the way it rotated. Alright, this is the east door. Here we go. Oh, we gotta use a key on it. Do we use one of our 2 keys? I think we gotta. We gotta see what we get, right? Alright, here's our choices. Oh, yes, the other thing. While we're drafting rooms in this room, we can rotate the floor plan. So you know how I said they're fixed? Like this one, this is a dead end. There's no real rotating it. It doesn't change anything. So that would be like that. This one goes south. If we wanted it to go north instead, we could rotate it. We also got the commissary, but we have no coins. So I don't think it really makes sense to do that one. I don't want a dead end right now. I want to fill out as many of these rooms as I possibly can. So I'm leaning toward the boudoir. Storeroom gives us the key. That's true. That's true. But it's a dead end. And we won't be able to continue forward from there. We can only go north if we do the storeroom. Plus, the boudoir is a bedroom. It'll give us more steps. And who knows what else lies in this room here. So, boudoir. Let's go with boudoir. And we get 5 steps from the bedroom thing. Alright, here we go. There's a little chaise lounge. Plenty of places to sit in this room. My goodness, very comfy. Couple pictures, a little ballerina. So it looks like we have a tiger and that like cake tier, dessert tier thing again. Some stuff on here. Weird, why is this missing a candle? I wonder if that's something. And there's a picture here. A picture of the boudoir at Christmas. All right. Cute. Cute little tree. And I knew this was here. There is a safe back here. Gotta lurk a little. Gonna cook and do laundry. Good luck. Good luck with all the chores, Mario. Thanks for stopping in, friend. So we got a safe here. But, we haven't gotten any codes for anything yet. Right? I didn't write down any numbers. Did you guys write down any numbers? Do you think they just did 1, 2, 3, 4? Enter? Nope, that didn't work. How many baubles on the tree in the picture? Oh, let's take a look, Sari. Full disclosure, I know what the code is to this particular safe. I'm not going to guess any codes. I want you guys to try to help us figure out codes and stuff. Like, legitimately. Try my birthday. My birthday. I don't think it's my birthday. Let's count the baubles. Let's see how many baubles are on the tree. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Do we think the code is 10? Most safes are 4 digits, right? I don't think 10 is a 4-digit number. How many lights are there? Oh, goodness. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, is that 2? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Are you making me do this? Password? Should we try password? Does anybody know the T9 for password? Does it have letters on here? You're helping? Yeah, you are. 1, 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1, 1. It didn't work, Ron. Try dividing the number of gifts with the baubles on the tree. How do we know the picture has anything to do with this? The number of gifts. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is that another one? Or does that go to the 7, 8, 9? divided by baubles. 9 divided by 10. That doesn't work. That doesn't really work. Then multiply it by the number of hats in the picture. I see 1 hat. You guys cooking here? You gonna get to the correct answer with this ridiculous math problem? Or should we move on with our lives? Should we move on to the next room? Or do you think that we have something here? Minor Mom says move on, unless I hear some other valid suggestions. But I don't know anything about this game, so don't listen to me. That's alright. I've been playing this on my own, so I do know a lot of the earlier, like, secrets. I do know the code to the safe. But I thought it'd be fun for us to have our own playthrough, where I gently guide you guys in the right direction sometimes. The picture on its own was not enough for me to get the code when I played this, says Noki. I honestly got the code to the safe, I think the first time I got the room. Oh no, I didn't land well. Alright. I appreciate people who know the answers to this stuff restraining themselves a little bit. But I think our answer here is to move forward for now. Look at the carpet. I actually haven't looked at the carpet. You know what? I legitimately have not looked at the carpet in this room very well. Oh my gosh, guys. Look at these little angels. Look at them. They are so cute. I love how they get all cuddly when it gets cold. They're not always like this, but when it gets colder in the winter, they're much more cuddly with each other and with me, which is amazing. It almost makes up for the fact that it's so miserable and cold outside. But they are so precious. I love them. I love them so much. All right, thank you for taking that small detour there. My cats punch each other. Oh, they wrestle and fight all the time too. Don't get me wrong, but sometimes they get all cuddly and cute. I just realized they're not centered. There we go. That's me, always cold and also refusing to dress warmer. This was actually one of the last saves I opened, and I felt like an idiot when I finally figured it out. I was still playing with Kong at this point. We played together for the first few days or so before I ended up getting a copy of it on the PC to play myself.
A pretty cat, and a good cat.
And I was like, try this, and it worked. And I was like, yeah. But I mean, there's other things that clue you in on how to get the safe codes too. So I haven't seen my cats cuddle each other in years. They just fight over me. And Gary wants a kitty cat treat. Gary, you want to disturb these perfect little angels right now? You want to disturb them from their slumber with kitty cat treats? All right, they're awake. Where are the treats? Where did I put the bag? Guys, where did I put the cat treats? Do you guys know where? Oh, they're on the table over there. Excuse me. I must walk in front of the camera. Then I must walk back in front of the camera. Hey, kitty cat treat time. Who wants a snacky? Who wants a snacky? Alright, I won't make you do tricks. We'll just do the snackies. Here you go. You're all cute and cuddly. Say thank you. Thank you to Gary for the kitty cat treat redeem. Alright, a couple more for each of you. There we go. You get this one. Good job. Good boys. Oh, you got one more here. There you are. There you go. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Hold on, my boys. Sweet babies. Thank you for the kitty cat treat redeem there, Gary. The boys are very thankful. Alright, you guys can go back to snoozing. That's it. Well done. Thank you, Gary, for that redeem. No, they're like, are there more? Is there more snackies happening? Let's stretch. Alright, so I guess unless anybody has anything else we should be doing in this room, we will be proceeding through this door. Shall we? It wants a key. Okay, so 2 things. We have 1 key right now. We're here. I don't know if this door requires a key to unlock. But if we use it here, we may not have one to unlock that door. So just something for us to keep in mind. We only have 1 key. I think we should use it on this door and see what it holds behind it. But just something to keep in mind. Use the key. We're using the key. We're doing it. There goes our last key. Here we go. We have 3 options. We do have all 3 of them because this requires 1 gem and we have 2. The kitchen, food is for sale. We have no coins. We have no money to spend. I don't see what good the kitchen would be for us right now. There's the dining room, which would let us go south. And if we get to level 8, which rank 8, which right now we're on rank 5, there would be a meal served in the dining room. Something to consider. Or we can do the storeroom, which will give us a key, a gem, and a coin. We don't have any keys. Storeroom. I'm also leaning toward the storeroom. This seems like a waste of a gem. I don't know if we're going to get to the level 8. Storeroom will give us a key, so at the very least, we can go through the door at the top of the rotunda. Zeri says kitchen. I don't think the kitchen's very helpful to us right now, Zeri. I think we're going to go with the storeroom. Because we don't have any keys. This could be the end of the run if we go for something else. Because this kitchen makes it a dead end. It loops back into the bunk room, and that's just a wall there. So this, I think, is our only hope of moving forward. If the door in the rotunda is locked, which I did not check. So I'm going storeroom. Alright, what do we got in here? We have a coin, which it said we'd have. There's a picture of a stage. There's some sort of plant here. A key, which we knew we'd be getting. Up, and there's the gem we'd be getting. And a whole bunch of chairs. Globe. Anything else we want to look at in here? Or should we continue on? What's that on the chair? How many chair legs are there? Let's count all the chair legs. Oh, what's that on the chair? It's a little bird. It appears to be a little bird. A cute little bluebird. The bluebird has 2 legs before you ask, Zeri. And that's it. There doesn't seem to be anything else here, just a picture of a bird. A clue, a clue. There's a rocking horse. He's so brave. Yeah, I think that's about it in here. Anything else? Shall we double back toward the rotunda? With our singular key. No horses. No horses. No. No horses. Thank you for the bits. No horses. Alright, I am going to continue back toward the rotunda. As I hear no commentary to the opposite. All right, back in the rotunda room. Our only option's north, so let's do it. And it does require a key. I had a feeling it would. I had a feeling it would. So let's use our last key on this room. And here we have 3 options. We have a breaker box. Okay, that's a dead end. We have a drawing room, which will give us 2 more doors. One to the west, one to the east. You may draw new floor plans while drafting in this room. It requires a gem. We do have a gem. We can also do the observatory. 1 star for each time you've drafted observatory. That requires a gem. That gives us 1 door out. So, no doors, 1 door, 2 doors. The more doors, the better, because that's our more opportunities to move forward. Drawing room, says Noki. I'm going for the drawing room. Here we go. All right, this is many pictures. Many pictures. Also, the redraws can be very helpful. I know, they really can. So we have Uncle here, it looks like, sitting in a chair. Appears to be that chair. There's some paintings on the wall. There's a lamp. There's a phone. Nothing I can seem to interact with. More pictures. Some sort of seascape and a tag with a 10. More pictures. Okay. That appears to be the drawing room. Do we want to go to the west or to the east? Unless there's something else anyone wants to look at in this room, we can go either west or east. Do you guys want to help put input on this? I'm helping. You are helping, Zary. I'm just checking that you want to. That's all. I'm an eeny, meeny, miny, mo then. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Catch your tiger by the toe. If he hollers, let him go. I forget the rest of this. Out goes Y-O-U. Is that the one that we go with? Or... Let's go east. Let's go east. Oh, good. It didn't require a key. That might have actually determined what happened. All right, here's our options. We've got a great hall with 7 locked doors and 0 keys. That seems like a great choice. We've got a dark room. You cannot see the floor plans while drafting in this room. So all 3 of these would be blocked out. We wouldn't be able to see what we're choosing when we're in the dark room. But it does allow 1 door out. And then there's the commissary, which requires a gem to buy, and it goes north. Or we can redraw the floor plans and see what else we get, which is the perk of being in the drawing room, is that you can redraw the floor plan once. Noki says redraw. I agree. None of this is really, really tempting me. So I'm going to hit redraw. Let's see what 3 options we get now. We've got the conference room. Whenever items would be spread throughout the house, they are placed in this room instead. We got the maid's chamber, which goes north. Less likely to find items lying around your house. And we got the showroom, which would take up all our gems. Luxury items for sale. Do you think I can buy anything for 1 1 coin? Do we think that'd be helpful? Or should we take the room that lets us go north? Redraw for a dead end. I don't like any of these. Noki says conference room. I think that's our best option because I like finding items lying around the house personally. I don't want to spend all our gems on something that's not going to offer us any benefit since we're broke. Conference room seems the way to go. It's a passageway forward and doesn't cost any gems. Val's here. Hello, Val. How are you, my friend? How was your stream? We're playing Blueprints right now. We're still on day 1. We're 3 hours into stream. But we've made it a lot farther than I did on my first day of Blueprints. So, like my solo playthrough. And Val has landed. Clappies for Val. Clappies, 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 clappies. All right, let's go conference room. Free to draw, and it's a way forward. All right, we got a thing on here. Spreading items. Some special rooms allow you to spread items throughout your house. When items are spread, they are immediately placed in several of the rooms currently on your estate. However, if you have a conference room spread, items are gathered in that room instead. So, if any items would be spread throughout the house, they'll end up here instead. All right, let's take a look. Is there anything on the table? A couple notepads. Got some stuff written here. Safe code 9083. Okay. So let's make a note that in the conference room, we found a note. Safe code 9083. The code to the safe? How lucky! I know, right? Reminder, after meeting adjourns, take all conference notes and place them in the office safe. Office safe. That's not the bedroom safe. Right? The office safe wouldn't be the boudoir safe. Maybe there's more than one safe. So one would presume that the note next to this note about the office safe would be the code for the office safe, right? Does that logically make sense? All right, got 2 pictures. It's like a painting of the Earth, a planet, and a plane. Let's just draw the office then. Why not? Why not? Let's see. We haven't come across the office yet. Nothing else in here, and we only have 1 door. Do we cross our fingers that it's unlocked? Because if not, we have 1 other way to go forward, I think, right? Through the drawing room, possibly. Let's see. It's locked. We have no keys. This is not an option to us any longer. Unless we find a key somewhere else. So I guess we're doubling back through the drawing room. Unless there's anything else in here we want to look at. Speak now or forever hold your peace. 3, 2, 1. Okay, we're going back through here. Oh, it's unlocked. How lucky are we? Okay, here we are. Exactly, Jules. Okay, we got 3 options. We can use any of them because we have enough gems to get this. We got the kitchen again, which appears to be a dead end. It's going to just double back down into the bedroom wall, and that means we can't proceed forward there. Billiard room, which we learned a little bit about the billiard room in the guest bedroom, I think it was, where they talked about there being a puzzle in there. But that also doubles down and would create a dead end. And there's the gymnasium. Whenever you enter the gymnasium, lose 2 steps. So when we walk through this room, similar to the chapel where we lose a coin, we'd lose 2 steps each time we walked through the gymnasium. But it would potentially allow us to go north if that door's not locked. Or we can redraw because we're in the drawing room. Noki says billiard room. Zeri says kitchen. We're broke. We don't need more steps. I don't see what benefit the kitchen would give us. Or we could redraw and see if there's anything else. Do we redraw or do we go billiards? Jules is saying the billiards. Okay. All right. Maybe we'll luck out. Maybe we'll find a key. Maybe. Maybe. To be honest, if we don't know what the billiard room does, the gym makes most sense. I know what the billiard room does. I think I know what the billiard room does, unless there's another secret to it. I know there's a puzzle in here. But we're already here. And you know what? We probably shouldn't be able to get super far on the first day of this game anyway. All right, so we got 2 more pictures. Wheat and a rainstorm. Empty bottle. It is still a risk, absolutely. Oh, Dad's calling. All right, I'll call him back after. There's a dartboard. There's an orange. 3 steps. 5 steps. All right, that's this spot. And then we have a dartboard. All right, so it's interactive. We can select numbers. This appears to be blue. Oops. And this is the whole dartboard, if you're curious. I know how this works. So, I would love if somebody in chat who doesn't know how this puzzle works would make a suggestion on how to proceed. One, two, three, four, etc. Oh, let's see. Okay, click 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Oh, the board changed. Now there's 2 blue. Do we keep counting? Do we go 9? Let's try 9. And it seems to have gone back to what it was before the 8. So if we click 8, that happens. Mini Chef, welcome on in. Mini Chef says 14. Mini Chef, why? Have you played this before? Do you know how this works? 10 plus 4, you're saying. 10 plus 4. So because 10 and 4 are blue. Rotate the board. That's not an option, Zeri. I know how this works, but I'm asking for chat to help us solve the puzzles and stuff. So, Mini Chef says 14. Let's play 14 and see what happens. You're saying 10 plus 4 because the 10 and the 4 are blue? 14. Oh, that does seem to have changed the board. But now we have 2 colors here. We have blue here, and then we have yellow here. So 13, 12. Guessing that we have to use the numbers here somehow. 13 plus 12, that's more than 20. There's only 20 numbers here, so that doesn't really make sense, right? There's no 25. We could try clicking 20 and then 5, but that's probably not how this works. It's not. That's not how it works. So 13, got 12. Can't press another button, so we'll go back 8. Then 10 plus 4 equaled 14, right? So what's a blue 13 and a yellow 12 equal? We just start pressing buttons again. Five doesn't work. 10 plus 4 is 14. 13. What could this mean? Perhaps a different math equation? How many times did the hamster spin the wheel? I think it was at least 1. Hamsters love darts, notoriously. You're so right. You're so right. I lost count. Did you count? Did you count how many times the hamster spun the wheel? Because I did not. I lost count after like the 4th one. It's math, guys. This is math problems. I was busy counting his toes. Very productive time. Very productive. Any guesses? Any guesses? Try starting at 1 again. That's a great idea. Oh, wow. Look, the board changed again. Why would the board have accepted 1 again? It didn't reset. It seems we chose the right thing. Somehow, 1 was the right answer. Do we think it'll work again? Just gonna have to brute force this. All right, so let's try 1. Start at 20 and go down. Please no. Please no. We have ads incoming. Does anybody have any other guesses on what the answer is for this section? We got a blue on the 7 and a yellow on the 4. Jules, do you want to do some math? What do you think the answer is? If you had to take a guess on what number we should click, just a shot in the dark. Any number will do. 1 through 20. We got a blue 7 and a yellow 4. 11. Okay, so adding them then. 7 plus 4 is 11. Let's see if that works. We're back to square 1. That apparently is not the solution. That's okay. We can go back. We did 8 here, and then we figured out that 10 plus 4 is 14, right? So 14. And then we got 13, and then a yellow 12. And for some reason, when we hit 1, it worked. Zari said to start at the beginning, so we clicked 1. So somehow blue 13 and yellow 12 is 1. So knowing that, what do we think blue 7 and yellow 4 is? I feel like I'm teaching a children's math class because I know the answer to this because I know how the puzzle works. Zari, we already tried 11. We already tried 11. Zari actually was helpful, yes. Guys, we only have a few seconds before the ads. So if blue 13 and yellow 12 equaled 1, what does blue 7 and yellow 4 equal? Hmm? 312. That must be it. That must be it. 312. 300. There's actually more math to this than I thought. I thought that was it. All right, I'm gonna snooze the ads for one time. Okay. So now we have a yellow blue, a blue 2, and a pink 10. A whole new color has entered the game. Do you guys want to think about it on the break? What do we do here? We have the numbers 1 through 20. We got a blue 2 and then a pink 10. What do we do with that? Friends, I am going to take this next break here. It'll be our last break of the day. Then we'll come back. We'll try to finish up this day. Hopefully it's our last break of the day. I have stuff to do. We got to wrap this up. So I will leave you with this puzzle here. And I will be back in just a few minutes. BRB. I meant to leave the puzzle up. I meant to leave the puzzle up. I meant to leave the puzzle up. Where's my screen? Do I not have a button for that screen? Okay, I can't leave up the puzzle. I don't know. BRB.
I exercise some artistic license.
Well, no. Alrighty, friends, I am back from the break. How are we doing? Did everybody have a good one there? Good little break? Genuinely, I don't have the time to do Gartic, so I refunded Will's points there. I have some things to take care of for my dad today, and I can't let that wait all day. I gotta get over there the next hour or so. So, we are working on this puzzle here. It's a math puzzle. I'm gonna give you all a little hint because I do know this, and I want to see if we can make it any further in this genuinely. So the blue 2 with the pink 10. So everything's a math problem. The colors mean each mean their own thing. So Zeri wants to brute force from 20 down. And okay, we'll go that way. So blue 2, pink 10. Let's go in reverse. 20. Okay, it changed it again. So I guess the blue 2 and the pink 10 did equal 20. So with that in mind, blue 14, yellow 7, pink 2. So when we had blues and yellows earlier, it seemed to be the blue number minus the yellow number. So we got a 14 minus 7, but we got a third number here. So 14 minus 7, 7. And then we have a pink number. And the blue with the pink earlier. Math fact. Yeah, it must be the blue one. And we got a key! This day is never ending. This day is never ending. Oh look, it's a silver key that unlocks a room with many doors. Oh, Zara, you're funny. There will be a time where we legitimately are told how to solve that, but I did figure it out on my own without anything else in this room. It's gotten to the point, let me just tell you ahead of time, the puzzles get more complex each time you do them. So every time you complete the puzzle, the problem gets a little more difficult. I'm at the point that the math, like, I don't know how I'm doing it. You just have to try all possible numbers, but start with the correct one. Oh, yes, of course. That's a good plan. That's a good plan, Zari. All right, that's a dead end. That's a dead end, but we do have a key now. And the conference room door was locked. So we're doubling back through the drawing room into the conference room. And here's our door. Now we only have one key. We have to use the silver key here. And we got 3 rooms to choose from. But not really, because this one requires 3 gems. We only have 2. Our options are Gymnasium, which will lose 2 steps when we walk through. Or Dark Room, and we cannot see what we're drafting. These aren't the best options. These aren't the best options. We do have quite a few steps, so I'm not so worried about this. This is... drafting in the dark. We have no control over what rooms we get. Gym or dark room? As a photographer, I'm leaning toward the dark room. I've never actually used a dark room. I've never developed my own film. But that's what this is. This is like a photography dark room. Or a gymnasium. Canadian Jen says dark room. You know what? Let's go for it, Jen. Let's go for it. We're in the dark. Who knows what happens? We're in the dark. We're literally in the dark. All right. East or west? East or west? Provided either of these doors is even unlocked. Life is Strange flashbacks. East. Okay. So that's this door. It's locked. Guess we're going west. Guess we're going west. Oh my god, it's unlocked. It's unlocked. I thought it was gonna be locked. All right, we got 3 options. We can't see what it is. This one requires a gem. Room 1, 2, or 3. This could be the end. Or just the beginning. We may never get out of here. I may never make it to my dad. 69? That is not an option. Don't make me count. I vote gem. Hey, we got a gem. Maybe we should use it? Matt, I will ban you. We're going with the gem one. We got a gem. Let's do it. Let's see what happens. This is actually hurts. This is painful. This is painful. We got the lock room. The locksmith. Keys for sale. We only have 1 coin. We can't buy anything. All right, friends. That's it. This is as far as we made it. That door's locked. We can't go that way. That's it. That's our day 1. That's our day 1. All we can do from here is call it a day. So either you run out of steps or you run out of rooms you can spawn in and don't have any way to move forward. That's kind of like the limitation of the game. Tomorrow, when we start day 2, it will start us with a blank slate. We will start once again in the entrance hall with those 3 doors to move forward from and be able to build the house brand new with whatever rooms we want to choose. Do we enjoy this? Do we want to continue playing this on stream together? Or would you prefer that I keep playing this on my own? Because I am playing it on my own, and I have no problem playing it on my own. I just thought it might be fun to switch things up. So if you guys are enjoying this, if you want to have a playthrough of our own that we can play every now and again, then maybe we'll play it again a time or 2 this week. In between our Minecraft streams. Butterfly says yes on stream. Butterfly says yes. That's 1 vote for playing more on stream. So if I don't hear any objections to it, I would like to hear more people say they are enjoying this. Personally, I don't want to do it if nobody else is having fun with it. Butterflies is. This isn't Minecraft, Jove. I can't believe it, but yeah, we're not playing Minecraft today. Noki says, I found this very enjoyable. However, I infrequently catch your streams. Well, I'm always happy when you do show up, Noki. I know, life comes first. That's what I always say. And genuinely, thank you to anybody who spends any of their time here. I really, really do like it. Zeri, you always have fun. Anytime you control, you're having a great time. So I guess that works. I am enjoying it. I do like this game a lot. All right, maybe we'll do another stream of this sometime this week then. I ain't here for the games. Fair enough, Jules. All right, I think we will play it again. Tomorrow is Tuesday. I don't typically stream on Tuesday, so I don't believe there will be a stream tomorrow. I do want to stream Wednesday. My schedule's been kind of all over the place lately. I've been taking a lot of time off. So thank you for everybody who's been understanding of that. But let's plan for a Wednesday stream. But keep an eye on the Discord if you want to, or turn the notifications on. And we will, maybe there'll be a pop-up stream tomorrow. Maybe. No promises. Probably not. Don't count on it. But hopefully Wednesday. Oh, we gotta actually wrap up the day in the game. Sorry. Call it a day. Are you sure you want to call it a day? Tomorrow you will awake to find the rooms of the estate as well as your current inventory will have been reset. So we won't start with any items. The house will be reset. That's it. But that was day 1 of Blueprints. We made it to the 7th rank. That's really not bad. Mount Holly, an ordinary inn. We had 6 bedrooms. We drafted a total of 26 rooms. We reached rank 7. Took 53 steps, which is more steps than we started out with in the game. We actually had a lot of steps by the end. And found 4 items, including The rabbit's foot, which is super rare. Very fun. Just let Mulder and Scully run the stream for a day. Great idea. Great idea. Joe says, I didn't watch enough to really know what's going on, but I would watch this again. Thanks, Joe. I appreciate the input. I do think we'll play this again. So let's plan right now for Wednesday to be another Blueprint stream. Unless I get really into something Minecraft related or another game. Who knows? Everything's always up in the air here. We just see which way the wind blows. But yeah, we'll wrap it up here for the day. Thank you all for hanging out with me as we played this new game together. I hope that you found it enjoyable. And let's take a little look-see at who is live right now so I can drop you all off somewhere and take care of the things I need to take care of. Alright, who do we got? Who do we got? Well, I don't know anybody who streams Blueprints. So what do y'all think about me dropping you off at Will's? I'm gonna be over there anyway, because I'll have him up in the background while I'm running my errands. Let's go to Will's. Let's go to Will's. That's where I'm gonna end up anyway. Let's go see him. See if we can bother him. Alright, here is my socials. I'm on YouTube. That's where you can find my VODs. We also multi-stream over there. Instagram, Discord, Blue Sky, all that fun stuff. Here's my raid calls, if you wouldn't mind copy pasting one of those messages. Thank you again to Minor Mom for the raid earlier. I do appreciate it. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your day. And let me copy one of these calls here. The first one with the doggo, anybody can use that raid call. The second one that says Kathadora Alien Spaceship, if you're not subbed, it's not going to show up as emotes. So don't use that one. But if you are subbed, it'll look a little something like that. Thanks to my mods, thanks Matt and Jules for hanging out here and, you know, taking care of things. And your input and just your company. I really do appreciate it. Okay, friends. Before we go, one big old sip of water. Everybody hydrate. It's gotta be a big one, because it's gonna last us till Wednesday. We couldn't possibly drink water outside of stream, right? Cheers, friends. Okay, guys. Y'all take care of yourselves. Stay kind. Stay hydrated. Stay lobster fact. And I'll see you all again very soon. Let's go say hi to Will. Okay, bye!